Sexual Violence by Milon and Naoki. Sexual violence. There are different types of sexual violence: sexual coercion, arguing and pleading, as well as force and the threat of force. Sexual assault. Forced sexual contact that does not necessarily include penile vaginal intercourse. Sexual aggression refers to sexual activity including petting, oral genital sex, anal intercourse, and penile vaginal intercourse performed against a person's will through the use of force, argument, pressure, alcohol, or drugs, or authority. Rape. Sexual penetration against a person's will through the use of threat or force. Sexual violence on campus. 1 in 5 women report being sexually assaulted while in college. Reported rapes are very low, which means more rapes occur than are reported. 21% of rapes are from strangers, 39% are from a friend or an acquaintance, 41% are from an intimate partner. Myths about rape. Myths regarding rape are more harmful than some may believe. Instead of discouraging rape, myths encourage them. For example, Myth 1. Rape is a crime of passion. The dominant factors of rape are power, anger, and control. Myth number 2. Women want to be raped. Rape is an act of violence, aggression, and is often a life-threatening experience. Myth 3. But she wanted sex. It is rape if the victim did not consent to sex, even if the victim wanted sex. Myth 4. Women ask for it. Most rapes are premeditated. Opportunity is a critical factor in when a rapist will rape. Myth 5. Women are only raped by strangers. It was reported in a study in 2010 that 79% of rapes were performed by non-strangers. Myth 6. Women can avoid rape if they really wanted to. This myth only reinforces the stereotype that women want to be raped. Myths continued. Myth number 7. Women cry rape for revenge. This is extremely false. Only 2% of rapes are falsely reported. Myth 8. Rapists are crazy or psychotic. The vast majority of rapists are indistinguishable and have difficulty handling feelings of hostility, which make them more likely to express their anger through violence. Myth 9. Most rapists are of different ethnic or racial group. Most are from the same, but are not limited to the same ethnic or racial group. Myth 10. Men cannot control their sexual urge. This implies women have some responsibility for provoking a man's uncontrollable sexual urge. Myth 11. Rape is no big deal. Around 1 in 3 women are injured and need medical assistance after a rape occurs, and the mental trauma often causes harmful behaviors to try and cope with the rape. Myth 12. Men cannot be raped. This is false. Men can be victims just as women of sexual violence from other men or women.
Forms of rape. There are 7 types of rape. The first is date rape. It occurs against victim's will by the dating partner, which alcohol and drugs are usually involved. And the second type of rape is acquaintance rape, perpetrated by a person who knows the victim. The third is stranger rape. It is rape committed by the stranger. And the fourth is marital rape, and it involves an act of sexual intercourse with one spouse without the spouse's consent. The fifth type of rape is gang rape. It occurs when a group of people commits rape on a single victim. And the sixth type of rape is statutory rape. It involves sexual intercourse with a minor. And last but not least, it is male rape. It's an act of sexual assault against a male that is perpetrated by other men or by other women. Next, we move on to motives of rape. There are 3 types of motives for rape. The first is anger rape. It is the aim of this type of rape is to humiliate and hurt their victim, and to express disdain on their victim by physical violence and profanities. Secondly, it is power rape. It is to showcase assertion of dominance and control by acts of rape. And the last form of motives for rape is sadistic rape. It is the most brutal one, and it involves restraint and torture for an extensive period of time. Next, we'll talk about the aftermath of rape. Most survivors of rape report being roughed up by the rapist, and about 90% of them report some physical injury, although most of them do not sustain serious physical harm. Some after effects of sexual assault are substance abuse, sleep disorders, depression, Stockholm syndrome, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Also, most victims develop rape trauma syndrome, which is similar to PTSD. And in most cases, both men and women rape survivors find that their sexuality is severely affected for the time being after the rape has occurred.
National Sexual Assault Hotline. If you need help, call 800-656-4673. Also available on the web at rain.org. Services provided. Confidential support from a trained staff member. Support finding a local health facility that is trained to care for survivors of sexual assault and offers services like sexual assault forensic exams. Someone to help you talk through what happened. Local resources that can assist you with next steps towards healing and recovery. Referrals for long-term support in your area. Information about the laws in your community. Basic information about medical concerns.